now we welcome back Auriane Meilland for the presentation of the association Jeunes Ambassadeurs pour le Climat.
So hello everyone, it's me again. I hope you can hear me well this time. I'd like to thank the organizers again for allowing me to share with you not only my research project that I did this morning, but also a volunteering project that is quite dear to my heart. And also very, very relevant to this conference theme. So I'll quickly introduce to you a NGO that I created 3 years ago, and which name is Jeunes Ambassadeurs pour le Climat, JAC, or Youth Ambassadors for Climate in English. This NGO to me is kind of the next step that I needed to take after learning all about environmental issues and really wanting to do something about it at my scale. Just to go back at the origins of our NGO, the first step or the origin of our NGO is the program Youth Delegates for Climate, which I'll detail a bit later. But thanks to this program, I discovered that as a youth, I could be participating as an observer to a few negotiation sessions of international climate negotiations. And so go to COPs and intersessionals between COPs and just discover what it was like from the inside. And when I went there, I met 4 other students with which I decided to create this NGO in August 2018. And there's 2 main roles about our main goals that we had. The first goal is to favor the participation of the French youth to international climate negotiations, because we kind of discovered that it was quite easy to get accreditation to go and observe and see what was going on. But also we felt really lucky because not all the youth knows that it's possible. And so we wanted to make it possible for more people to go there. And also we wanted to participate to raising awareness about environmental questions among citizens, and especially young people that were our targets. And that was because we discovered a lot of things and we kind of wanted to share our experience of what it was like. And so that's kind of the 2 main actions of my NGO. The first one, like I said, is about the French youth at COPs and international negotiations. It's articulated around the program of Youth Delegates for Climate, in which 2 young people each year get to integrate the interministerial French delegation as a negotiator and follow the negotiator around just to discover what it's like from the inside. But we've also created a delegation from people with accreditation such as observers. So we kind of send around 8 to 10 people at each negotiation sessions. And also we kind of make them benefit from our insertions in the NGO networks. So kind of the first message that I really wanted to pass around with this presentation is that with universities, it's possible to get an accreditation to go to COPs. And if you're interested, I can just show you around the resources in order to do that. It's a process that takes a long time, but it's really possible because some schools have already done it, like the ENS, but also some engineering school in Grenoble. And I feel like it's kind of an interesting way to discover what it's like from the inside. And then our second main at climate COPs, but we've actually created a sister program for biodiversity COPs. And now we also have youth delegates in biodiversity negotiation sessions. And so we'll have people kind of seeing what's happening around at the next COP, which is very important in terms of biodiversity, and also at the IUCN Global Congress. And then our second goal is to raise awareness about climate stakes and environmental stakes in general. And that we do by giving classes and lessons in middle and high school. So usually we're in contact with teachers and we send some people just to maybe give a lesson for an hour or two and show the students what environmental issues are about. And we also give conferences and classes in higher education. So we actually did that in Sorbonne. That was at Jussieu. We've done that in a few different higher education universities. But we've also tried to diversify our kind of our target public. Because we've also given conferences in companies, in music festivals, we've given webinars. We've also kind of expanded and widened our themes. So now we give conferences not only about climate, but also biodiversity, anthropocene, maybe different environmental issues. We do a lot of communication on social networks. And so 2020 is not really representative, but in 2019, for example, we've done around 60 conferences in around 20 cities, and we've raised awareness for about maybe 2,500 people around that number. So it's kind of an active NGO, and why am I presenting it to you right now? It's because, well, maybe if you're interested in giving lessons, you can always join us. We're always recruiting. So just send me an email or contact me if you're interested by our activities. We've recently, as I said, opened our themes to different or more thematics. And they're mainly about climate, so that was the first theme, but also biodiversity and Europe. And so we have a lot of projects going on, and this even with coronavirus, because we've continued our activities online, and we now have more than 65 members. Here, so I'm sorry for our English-speaking fellows, this conference series is more in French, but I still wanted to talk about it because they're mainly online this year. But we have a project in which we're giving one conference each month this year, and they're all about climate and another subject. So we have climate and health, climate in Europe, climate and the numerical impact, climate and fashion, climate and biodiversity, climate and finance, things about climate justice. We have climate and spatial exploration, climate peace and security, and then the climate and me. So if you're interested, you can just follow us on Facebook or on social network, because we'll be communicating a lot about this in the next month. And well, I'd like to thank you for your attention. This was quite short, but if you need more detail, I can always go into more detail on Slack later with you. You can check our websites, our Facebook, or on Instagram and LinkedIn. And if you have more questions, you can always send me an email. Thanks a lot for your attention. Bye.
Thank you very much, Auriane. Yes, it will be great if you can share all these information also on Slack. We can find more easily.